Hi, I'm Lisa Kavanagh and I'd like to give you a very simple version of how acupuncture actually works. A lot of people don't understand how it works, so it gets a real voodoo witch doctor kind of name. And that's because the phrases of traditional Chinese medicine don't translate well into our language as we know it. So I've come up with what I call the splinter theory. What happens when you get a splinter in your finger? Message travels up your sensory nerve to your brain and it says, there's a foreign object, this is an emergency, we need to fix it. So the brain triggers its own natural healing processes, which involves releasing anti-inflammatories, painkillers and cell repairers. They travel back down to the site of the injury and they continue to work for the next 24 to 48 hours. So the exact same thing happens in an acupuncture treatment. We do use sterile needles so there's no infection, and we use very specific points to get a very specific response from the body. So we insert the needle into the body, the message travels up to the brain and it says, foreign object, this is an emergency, we need to fix this. So the brain releases that healing process again. Anti-inflammatories, painkillers, cell repairers. It also regulates the nervous system, relaxes muscles and releases or stimulates blood flow. So all of those messages travel from the brain back down to the site of the needles and they'll continue to repair that area for 24 to 48 hours. So when you look at it like that, it's not really witch doctor voodoo stuff. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, so the magic of acupuncture isn't actually in the needles. The magic of acupuncture is that the body is very good at healing itself, and we use the acupuncture needles to trigger that healing response. So a lot of pain and tightness and inflammation actually comes on over a very long period of time, and there's not an actual event or injury or trauma that actually triggers the brain to set off that healing response. So that's all we're doing with acupuncture. So what does that mean for the world of horses? It means pain relief without drugs. It means that we can work on sore muscles, inflamed joints and back pain. It means that we can keep your horse sounder for longer by preventing breakdown that comes from inflammation. And it also means better muscle recovery after training and competition. So ultimately, with all of that, your elite equine athlete can perform at their best. We will just keep it real. There are cases where you need a vet. They may need medication or even surgery. So if you have any doubts, please do consult your vet. So I hope that in understanding how acupuncture works, that you can see the real value in how we need to support our elite equine athletes.